Hello and welcome to Back to Business, Ideas, Strategies, and Next Steps to Grow Your List. We're going to give you 60 fantastic ideas on how to grow your online marketing list. And I, of course, am your host, Dave Meyer. Glad to have you here with us today. If you want to get a hold of me or have any questions during the event, feel free to send those my way. You can either send them to dave.meyer or just dave@BizzyWeb.com. Facebook, Busy, or Twitter, all of the above will work to reach me. We'll have a few things during the event that you can get a hold of. If you are having technical difficulties or if you see anything going on, a couple times we've had questions or comments from folks that are watching that have said that the presentation lags. The good news is that it's highly unlikely that the actual presentation is having an issue. Instead, what you may want to do is just scrub backwards a little bit in the replay of the event today, because during that replay, sometimes as it's coding, it stalls a little bit, but it doesn't actually pause or affect the replay. So if you just scrub backwards a little bit, that's usually the easiest way to get all the content and information that you need. And if you do have questions during the event today, we'd love to make that available to you. If you look right here from the event window, and let me refresh that page so that you can see what you're seeing. If you've gotten here from the events page or via the email list, you'll click here and then you come into our events page and then you see this event right here. Two things about this. First, you can watch the event, and you probably are already, via just pressing play here. But if you would like to ask us questions during the event, or perhaps offer additional ideas for other folks that are watching this event on how you can grow your list, under number 1 above the embedded video, there's a little highlighted section right here that says Google+. If you click on that Google+ link, it's going to open up a brand new window. And inside of that new window, it's going to take you to Google+. And you can watch this Q&A live. You do need to have a Google+ account in order to do this. But if you have a Gmail email address, you probably already have one, and you only need to click OK and I agree and dismiss a couple times before you'll be logged into Google+, and you'll be able to ask us questions live. So if you want to do that and ask us questions, you'll note that this is the way it looks, but then when you click on play or click on this video, it's going to open up a new window. And I just need to pause this so that you don't hear me twice. And then inside of this, you'll note down in the lower right-hand side of the screen, there's a big green button that says Ask a New Question. If you click that button and ask a question here, you'll be able to ask us questions. And again, today what we're looking for are both questions, but also if you have additional ideas on how you grow your marketing lists, we'd love to hear them as well. We've got a bundle of viewers online today, so I'm super excited about that. And if you have questions after the event or you're watching this in replay, you can get a hold of us by going to the email address down at the bottom here, BizzyWeb.com/cc, or the web address. And you can also reach us by dialing the phone number, that's 612-4-BIZZY-O or 612-424-9990 to reach us. You can also just send us a note at info or at admin@BizzyWeb.com or sales at, where both of those accounts are being monitored. Or of course, if you want to get right to me, just go to dave@BizzyWeb.com if you want to save yourself the .meyer. Either way works. All right, so first thing we're going to get into is just talking a little bit about BizzyWeb and who we are, so you know what the deal is and why we're experts here. BizzyWeb is an online marketing company agency founded in '99. We've been doing this for 16 years. We're based out of Champlin, Minnesota. We're just a little bit north of Minneapolis, and our team of 14 serves clients all over the world. We focus on website design and online marketing. And inside of web design, we cover WordPress-powered websites, and we integrate our websites with social media and email marketing to such a degree that really your website is the hub of everything you do. When you publish to a BizzyWeb-powered website, that act of publishing also publishes to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, and of course, Constant Contact. Constant Contact is the email tool that we use and love. BizzyWeb is also master certified with Constant Contact, and we are authorized local experts, which means that we are authorized to give presentations just like this all over the country on behalf of Constant Contact. So that's why we're here today, and I'm going to get right in because we have a lot to go through today. So thank you very much for joining us, and let's get right into the ideas. Again, if you have comments or questions on any of these things, please do log them via the Q&A tool, or if you have additional ideas on how to grow your list, again, the Q&A tool would be a great way to do that. First, if you want to grow your email list, why not try using a paper sign-up sheet? If you use a paper sheet, all you need to do is ask the question and people will give you their email address. If you're having an event, if you have a storefront, and if you have folks that are going through and paying, it's like just have a little note that says, keep in touch, or sign up for specials and offers, or sign up to tell us more or to find out more about your company. And ask that out, and then just upload those messages or those notes into Constant Contact on a regular basis. Another thing you can do when you're in there, in addition to finding a sheet, ask them face-to-face. Just having a sign-up form might not be enough. Train your team to ask people to sign up for your email address or to add their email address to the list, and explain to your team how to explain to your customers why. Here you can keep up to date. You'll get first access to special offers and deals. We'll give you helpful tips on how to be more successful in your business and your whatever is appropriate for your company, or just to keep up to date with what we're doing. So next, check your database. You already have a number of folks that you're working with every single day, every week. And if you use that list, if you have a CRM or a customer relationship management tool, use that database. You can just export to a CSV file and import that right into Constant Contact or your email marketing tool of choice. You have that database. You probably have a list if you use Outlook or Gmail or Google Apps for your email accounts. You probably have a long list of folks. The key, if you do that, is on first send, make sure that you send out an introductory email that says, we'd love to subscribe you to updates with our company. And if you would like to keep more information or hear more from us, you don't need to do anything. If you don't want to receive these updates, just click the unsubscribe button right here. But here's what you'll get if you do. If you do that, you'll probably find that you'll pick up a couple hundred extra contacts right there. Another thing to do, ask friends and family. If you're connected and if you're at all decent with your family and friends, you should have already some built-in fans that you can use to help you grow your business. Look to your personal network, give them a business card, give them some sort of a link, send out a note on Facebook. We'll cover that in a little bit, but make sure that you're sharing and that you ask. The key thing in all online marketing is you don't get what you don't ask for. If you don't have a clear call to action on your website, with your family and friends, with every interaction that you give to your customers, you can't really expect much. People can't guess what you want them to do. We're not good at being fortune tellers. Instead, what we need to do is to literally make the sale, close the sale, ask for the list or ask for the recommendation. Ask folks to send in 5 or 6 people that they think might appreciate this. And the key thing, again, as you're asking friends and family, is to ask for a specific type of person. You never go to anyone to ask for a referral and simply say, got any referrals? Or do you know anybody who needs? What you need to be is very specific. So if you're looking for accountants or lawyers, you need to say, I am looking for accountants and lawyers with about 5 to 10 people in their firm. Ideally, I'm looking for someone that serves this particular segment, this market segment. Do you know anyone or know anyone who might know someone that could give me that type of information? The more specific you are, the more likely you are to get those names. Put a fishbowl on the counter. This is easy. Just ask people to drop in their business cards and use that information to update your email marketing list. If people are dropping cards in, you should also probably incentivize them on how to do that or why to do that. So say, we'll give you a free lunch. We'll enter folks in to get a free gift card. One of the easy ways to make sure that you're playing up above the line with folks is if you do say that you're going to have a contest, share with everyone that registered or everybody that did drop their business card in who won. Otherwise, the inclination is to believe that maybe it was just a marketing ploy and you didn't intend to give anything away at all. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. You know, a free lunch, a Starbucks gift card, what have you. Whatever's going to make the most sense for you is what you should go, but make sure to give them an incentive to do this. Another thing you can do is ask over the phone. Add it to your scripts to say, hey, as long as we're talking, would you mind or would you like to join our email marketing list? Again, you won't get what you don't ask for, and make sure that you ask at every opportunity. You don't have to be annoying about this, but being out there and just not being afraid to say, you know, we have a lot of special deals and offers, or we offer handy tips and tricks to our clients via our email newsletter. Are you interested? Is a great way to get additional folks on your list. Use a sidewalk sign. This is easy. If you get a lot of sidewalk traffic, just say, hey, sign up for weekly updates, just like they say on today's specials. For daily updates, go to our weekly email list. I would include a very short link to do that. And actually with Constant Contact now, you can just have folks send in a text message to subscribe. And if they send in a text with their email address, they'll get subscribed right away to your email marketing list. Fantastic and incredibly easy way to take advantage of the supercomputers we all carry in our pockets. So make sure that you make it easy. This sign that they have right here is not enough. For daily updates, sign up for our weekly email list. I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to do that. I would, at the very least, have a specific page on your website. For example, BizzyWeb has BizzyWeb.com/contact or BizzyWeb.com/cc in order to register. So make sure that you make it as easy as humanly possible. I also send a text to 223344 with the word busy in it to get subscribed to our email. So you can do that as well. How about this? We got this coming up in September. Participate in Small Business Saturday. If there's one day people are excited about finding about businesses, Small Business Saturday is it. The nice thing about this is that you've got a lot of large businesses helping promote small businesses. You know, American Express and their open forum are one of the big proponents of this. Constant Contact, of course, does a lot of great things about this. And this is the first one that we're offering in the series. You're going to see a lot of content and a lot of details coming up about Small Business Saturday. So use that, and just when people come in, ask them for their email address. You know, you've already got your sign up form on your counter. You've already got a fishbowl. You've already got something on your sidewalk. If you're not a brick and mortar company, you're already asking on your website or via your email, your business cards. Take advantage of that day, and take advantage of any day that people are going to be looking at you and doing what you're asking them to do, to take on that detail. Number 9, add a sign up form to your Facebook page. Facebook has a neat little app via Constant Contact that you can use to add your email address. You just pop that right in. There's a free app, and all you need to do is get onto your Facebook page. And if you have a Toolkit account, a Email Plus account, you'll be able to get that widget super easily. And if you have questions on that, by all means, get a hold of BizzyWeb, because we can tell you and show you how to do that. And if you need us to, we can even do it for you for a small fee. So add that sign up form to your Facebook page. On another social network, tweet it. Send out that note. Get it all put together. Tweet about my email list once a week. So if you tweet that out, you can send them right to your email marketing list. For our intents and purposes, you can just send it out to BizzyWeb.com/cc, for example, or you get a short code along with your Constant Contact account that also lets people sign up for your newsletter. So just use that link on Twitter, Facebook, all of the above. So every 10 ideas or so, I'm just going to check in and make sure that we don't have any questions. So I don't see any questions right now. We do have a lot of viewers here. I will also pop in here on the questions to say, if you have an idea, share it here. So if you want to do either of those things, either ask a question or share an idea on how to grow your list, we'd love to hear from you. Again, if you have questions on how to get into that from the events page, just go in here, click on the Google Plus link under number 1, and then go in here. Again, if you also have questions on this, we should have a update on where we're going and what we're doing. So if you have questions on anything, by all means, let me know. And you can also send a note into dave@bizzyweb.com if you have questions or suggestions after the event is over. Let's keep trucking. Update your Facebook page cover photo. So your cover photo is one of the things that a lot of businesses tend to discount. They don't talk about it enough. They don't look at it enough. You know, you have that picture at the very top of your page. And if you're an admin on your Facebook page, all you need to do is hover your mouse over the top section of your website or of your Facebook page, and you can update it. There's a lot of different things that you can do, or sizes that you should worry about. In general, though, just make up an image that's horizontal and that has most of its content right in the middle. You can include a call to action in the cover photo, and there's actually another call to action that you can use inside of the buttons. So right next to liked on the screen here, so as you see liked on this page, there's now another button that's a call to action button. And so you can add that via an app. And you can see in here there's a Constant Contact event or join my list button. Those are the other ways that you can use Constant Contact and Facebook together. Another thing you could do is buy a Facebook ad. So supercharging your list growth with Facebook is a great way to grow that. You can just spend a few dozen dollars maybe on a Facebook ad. You know, start small, maybe 50 or $100. The key thing is you don't want to build likes on your Facebook page. You want to drive people to either a specific page on your website or a specific post in your Facebook feed on your page. So make sure that you're doing that once you've got everything dialed in on your social media, and share that opportunity with your clients. Again, you can be very targeted with Facebook ads, and so you can send out messaging to exactly your ideal customer. So if you know that your ideal customer is a woman who is in her late 20s to early 30s, who has one kid and who's looking at expanding their group, and get a hold of them and let them know. So would love to keep growing out, and this is a great way to specifically dial in by geography, by all kinds of fun stuff. And the more you can do, the better off you're going to be. Next up, use your YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel, you can also make a link right inside of that YouTube channel and talk about it in your videos. Surprise, surprise, BizzyWeb does this every week, but let people know where they can sign up for your emails. So make sure that you do that, and you can actually set what's called cards or tags inside of each YouTube video that you post, and it actually pops up and you can say, subscribe to my email newsletter, and you can link them right to that page. 14, use Foursquare. Foursquare is a great way to get a hold of folks and to reach out and connect out. People check in wherever they go. And another nice thing about Foursquare and its companion, Swarm, is that as people check in, they actually get recommendations. It's like a Yelp sort of service. And so it's a great and easy way to connect out. If you're interested, you can go to foursquare.com/BizzyWeb to see what we do on our page. We link to all of our clients on Foursquare that have brick and mortar places. We encourage reviews, and it's just a great way to continue to reach out. Join a LinkedIn group. If you have LinkedIn, joining a group and adding a link once in a while, not all the time, to your email marketing list is a great way to do that. One of the things that you need to be careful with, especially on LinkedIn, is not to become too spammy. If all you do is post specials or deals or offers or something that's completely self-serving to you or your company, people are going to ignore you, and worse, you might even get kicked out of the group. So make sure that everything that you post, like for example, Social Media 101, 8 Steps to Social Media Marketing Success, give them something valuable and then give them a call to action inside of that valuable post. Don't just say half off for the next 5 minutes, sign up for my email newsletter. It should always be part of something that has greater value immediately to your clients. What you want to do with all of your marketing is engage, inform, capture, and convert. So as you engage and inform folks, that's going to lead to that capture where you ask them to click on a link. And then once you do that, you're going to keep connecting with them via your marketing, via your email marketing and your online marketing, until you convert them into a customer, into a new subscriber, into an event attendee, whatever you want them to do. Join a Google Plus community. Google Plus is a little bit less used than LinkedIn groups or Facebook pages or groups, but really you can grow a big group, especially with technical or developer style folks, because that's the greatest community on Google Plus. Nice part about Google Plus is that it has a lot of really amazing tools on it, like Hangouts on Air, and it also has wonderful results and rankings with search engines. If you want to rank well on Google, a good solid strategy is to post content on Google Plus, because that's Google's baby. And any links that you put from Google Plus to your website, that's called a spark as far as Google is concerned. And sparks are high quality indicators when regarding PageRank. Next, host a tweet chat. If you're not sure what a tweet chat is, all it is you set up a chat and you add a hashtag to that chat and you start conversing. So you might want to have, you might want to announce this via some sort of an event publication. Good news is Constant Contact will do that for you as well. You can open up an event, but just encourage people to chat with you via that hashtag, and anyone who happens to be on Twitter at the time can add into your hashtag. Be careful with what you're asking. Don't do anything that would invite criticism, or unless you want that, or something else. Chevrolet did something on Suburbans a while back where they hosted a chat or asked people to submit to a specific link and said, imagine yourself in a Suburban and here's the ad content. And a bunch of Greenpeace folks and environmentalists posted all kinds of wonderful things about how the Suburban was destroying the world and one of the sources of all the Earth's problems. So you need to be careful with what you do, but tweet chats are very, very good. And then of course, be sure to include that call to action at every tweet. Use Vine. Vine is attached with Twitter, 7-second videos. And if you're creative and if you have shareable, interesting video, adding that in and asking people, telling people why they should sign up via a Vine post is a great thing to do. Again, that shouldn't be the only thing you do on Vine, because it's really more about curated video, but don't be shy. Use every tool you have at your disposal. That said, adding a sign up link to your social media bios right here. You've got a deal on here. Go on in and add that. Right here, they link to boloco.com for Boloco, but you could very easily just link to subscribe to my newsletter and then have that deal in. So add that sign up form to your profiles, get it all out there and connect up. Again, just checking back for questions or suggestions. Don't see any here, so we're going to keep going. Number 20, sample your content on Pinterest. If you haven't used Pinterest before, fantastic tool if you have visual content to share. Images or videos are a fantastic way to get shared and get more content pushed to you over a social network. Pinterest is actually one of the highest sharing accounts available on social networking. And as a matter of fact, Pinterest posts and Pinterest pages push more traffic than Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn combined on social networks. So if you have boards that you can create that have helpful and interesting information, have one of those pages, or on each of your boards, you should have one of those pins be related to subscribe to our newsletter for helpful info and updates. Add a sign-up form to your website. Of course, you should do that on your website, and that should be one of the most prominent places you reach out to your clients on. That's your hub. That is the foundation of all of your online marketing. So the better you can do on your website, there's an easy form that you can get right from Constant Contact or your email marketing tool of choice. Add that sign-up form in a very prominent place, perhaps in the footer of your website, so that it shows up on the bottom of every single page. Create a reasons to sign up page. So send folks, instead of to a social media engagement page, just send them to a spot that says, here's what you're going to get if you sign up for our newsletter. That's a softer sell, and just send them, here's the top 10 reasons to, or wondering why you should sign up for our newsletter? Click here for more. Keep your sign up form short. The shorter, the better. If you go to constantcontact.com, you'll notice that they have very, very skinny content. They only have one button or maybe two, depending on the day, on their website. And the reason they do that is the shorter the form, the higher the conversion. If you ask people for a 15-question survey in order to sign up for your email marketing, people aren't going to subscribe nearly as often as if you just have them enter their email address and click here to subscribe. Add it to your blog. If you have someone that knows that you're great with on content, be sure to connect out, be sure to reach out to them and ask folks to subscribe to your newsletter. Again, you won't get what you don't ask for, and so adding that in your blog is a great way to do that. There's actually a lot of great content right from Constant Contact. If you subscribe to Constant Contact online, you can reshare any of that content immediately. You probably have seen a little bit of that content at BizzyWeb.com, because we've shared some general purpose helpful information via our blog by resharing some of their content. That's called curation. And if you curate content across your network, the next step is, of course, to create a guest blog. Invite someone in that's either in your circle of influence, or someone that's a great referral partner for your business, or someone that has a lot of traffic that serves the same market that you do, and ask them. Either you can go guest blog on their blog, or invite them to guest blog on yours. Commenting on blog posts is another great way to connect out. So if you are an avid reader of content and tools, be sure to add helpful content and link back to some relevant post as you're doing this. Now, this is one of those things that veteran website owners get frustrated with, because a lot of folks, especially in some internet marketing companies, tend to spam comments on WordPress-powered websites and other comment-enabled websites. You have to be very vigilant with managing those comments on your own website. And if you're going to comment on someone's website that has open comments, being helpful and interesting, and not just saying, great post, find out more at, and then linking to your website, that won't get nearly as many link throughs, and you might even get marked as spam. Instead, offer your helpful links and suggestions, and then maybe at the end of your post say, I have related material on my website, and feel free to follow up here. Very easy. Again, you're always going for the soft sell and to be as helpful as possible via social networks. Test different calls to action. If you have a specific type of a call to action on your website, if you have click here for more, for example, at the bottom, but you're not seeing much results with that, test different versions of that content, of that button, whether it's different colors, different text, different placement. You won't know if you're being as effective as you possibly can be unless you're testing what you're doing. So look at it, measure it, test it. There's actually some wonderful tools inside of Google Analytics and Webmaster Tools to do A/B testing. And so if you haven't tried that, go ahead and feel free to fiddle with the process. Make sure that you're measuring it so that you know if you're getting better or not. If you see an uptick in registrations, you're doing something right, and keep doing that. If you see either the online equivalent of crickets, or you see registrations dramatically taper off, then maybe it's time to look at something else and to try it a different way. Online payment forms. If you have a payment form for content on your website, also ask them to register for your email marketing list inside of that. If they're already ready to pay, say, why not stay up to date or stay involved? You can also do this on the thank you page, where if someone subscribes, if someone fills out a form, if someone fills out a contact us form, you can direct them right to a specific page that links to your email marketing registration. You can also set it right inside the form to have them subscribe to your newsletter. All they need to do is click a checkbox that sends a notice to Constant Contact or your email marketing tool of choice, and boom, you're growing your list. Optimize online listings. If you're on Yelp, great way to go. Doesn't work so well if you're a dentist in Bloomington, but if you're on Yelp and you're doing a good job, make sure that you're giving people that next step in your information on your page on Yelp. Drive people to a specific social media, or maybe even that top 10 reasons to subscribe to our email list page to get more registrations. Using a podcast is a great way to reach out. Everybody likes to listen to the radio. Podcasts are virtual radio, which lets you talk for a little while. Really, these are mostly BizzyWebinars are more or less graphics-enabled podcasts, where we register and we sign up and we give people helpful content. But you can subscribe and download podcasts to your phone. And then a lot of busy executives, as they're driving in their cars, will simply listen to podcasts. So make sure that you do that. If you've checked it out, give it a shot. Collect emails with an online survey. You might want to try a quick survey to say, how did you like our service? What do you think? Is there anything more we can improve? You can also do a very small survey or a poll. So a one-question survey. What do you think about X, Y, or Z topic? How do you feel about the hunter in Apple Valley, and all that kind of content. So make sure that you're contacting us, regulating things, reach out, connect, inform. Again, the more you do, just give people a quick checkbox or a link in a thank you page after that survey to add that link so that they can continue to stay in touch. Promote your email archive. You may have an archive of your past posts on your blog or in other areas. You can share your archive on your blog, on your network, anywhere you want to. There are tools to easily do that. The way BizzyWeb does it is we actually promote, or we publish all of our content first on our website. We let our website publish out to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, and Pinterest. And then we also round up our content once a week for our events and once a month for our more general purpose stuff. But we always add back in to say, share this or add your name to our list. So ask people and give them the invitation inside of your email archive. Put a sign up link in your newsletter. So if people are forwarding around your content, make sure that you give people that next step. Sign up for our newsletter in very simple terms, or share this with someone else. Will get you more than you probably expect as far as additional signups. Ever since we've been doing email marketing newsletters, we grow by about 30 to 40 people a week. So it's working out really well for us. The key is, again, if you want to get shared or if you want to get subscribed, you need to be helpful, you need to be informative, and you need to be a resource that people are serving. If you're just going to offer up me, spammy kind of stuff every week, don't expect your list to grow. If you offer up helpful and interesting information, fantastic way to grow your email list. Add social share buttons to your email. I mentioned this already. If you have a way for people to click out on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, all of those, you can do that very simply via built-in tools on Constant Contact. And so all you need to do is activate that on your email marketing list or on your email template, and you will start seeing folks share your content. Again, only works if your content is decent. If you're concerned about having great content, talk to us, and our Buzz Builders program can actually help you grow your list very quickly. Use forward to a friend. Again, just like the share with social, there's a little button right here on the website or on your account that you can use to forward this email to a friend. If people forward it to a friend and you've got that link that says subscribe to our newsletter, you'll start seeing some organic growth. Another great way, add your email signature or add a link in your email signature to connect up. If you give them that link, if you give them that connection, if someone that you already know and work with wants to keep in touch with you via your email marketing newsletter, why not make it as easy as humanly possible? All they need to do is scroll down to the bottom. They see your name and your information. One word of warning, don't add too many links to any given email, or you might wind up in the spam filter of an overzealous spam filter account. So if you have Outlook, or if your clients are using Gmail, if you have too many links inside of that message, they might not even see that. Your messages might not go through because they're getting filtered by Google or Outlook or what have you. So be careful, but don't be afraid to add that link. Using PicMonkey is interesting. If you try that out, you can just add some details onto that. Just Google PicMonkey for more. There's apps across the board for everything. There's a quick view app from Constant Contact, so you can enter new emails on the go. You just pop it open on your iPhone or your Android, enter in the email address, and add that in. You can very easily add your own emails or the emails in your contact book via that same tool. Very, very simple. One that I'm really excited about is using text to join. More than half of us now have cell phones. I'd say it's more than 80% now. And using the text to join feature lets people sign up via text message. Very super simple. If you sign up for the text messaging app, and again, get a hold of us at BizzyWeb.com/cc if you'd like more information about that. But have people send in a text to subscribe to your newsletter. You can do that at every event. So if you have an event and and people have their phones with them anyway because they're taking notes or they're tweeting about you, just say, hey, if you want to stay in touch, send a text to, and then the contact information that's included, and boom, you'll be up and going. Another thing you might want to try, using a QR code. QR codes or quick response codes are those funny looking little images that you can scan with your phone to take you to a post or a page. You don't want to have those pages go direct, or those links go directly to your website or to your homepage of your website. You want to always have QR codes and text message links and really everything else go to a specific page that's designed to elicit your desired response. So if you want people to subscribe to your newsletter, they should be going to the subscribe to my newsletter page, not to your homepage. Let's click back over, see if we do have any questions. Again, if you have questions or suggestions on how to add emails to your list, let us know. We'd love to hear them. Let's keep trucking. 41, use an iPad. iPads have a great app on them, and you can just use it to collect addresses at your inbox. There's an iCapture tool that you can use right on there and put it in kiosk mode so that people can't click off of the buttons. You may need to use a dedicated holder for that has plexiglass so they can't hit the home button. But if you keep it in kiosk mode at your desk, that's a lot fancier than even having pen and paper. And a lot of folks like tinkering around with gadgets. And so that's another way to get people to easily add to your list. Brochures are also great ways. Make sure to include in your brochures a quick link to your sign-up page inside of any flyers, brochures, or even business cards that you have and that you hand out. Running an ad in the paper is another great way to grow your list. Again, you're going to link not to your website, but to a landing page on your site. And ideally, that should be a very short URL that's added to your website. There's an easy tool inside of WordPress to create short codes. So even if your page is buzzyweb.com/email-marketing-signup-form, you can send people to buzzyweb.com/819, and it'll go right to that code or go to that page. So you can list it quickly, easily. The key is whenever you're asking someone to hand enter things, make it as simple, as memorable, and as easy to type as humanly possible. I mentioned this before, but throw your contact link on your business cards. I would advocate for the shortest possible URLs. People can just type it in. QR codes also do work. Adding the text message might also work. But again, you're going for the simplest possible solution. So it'd probably be easiest to have them go to buzzyweb.com/cc versus having them click on a QR code. If you're a restaurant, add your QR code or add a text message link or add an email marketing website link right to your menu. Give it right to them, put it right at the bottom, make it nice and prominent so that people can see it. As folks are waiting, great way to get added to your list. If you have shipping boxes, put it on there. Put it everywhere you could possibly think of as a customer-facing touch point. So putting it in your return slips or on your boxes if you're shipping, sign up for our newsletter, and a quick link is all you need to do. At event registration, let people click right here on the bottom of this screen. It says, yes, I would like to receive your email newsletters, or give me special deals and offers, or whatever you want to say for your text. Do that every place you touch someone. If you connect with people via an event sign-up form, if you have a survey, if you send out emails, every possible place you can, give folks the ability to register for your email list. Collect email addresses at your event. If you've gone to an event in person with BizzyWeb, you know that we always have an email sign-up form here, and we encourage folks to sign up to stay in touch. We offer a ton of super helpful information on how to stay ahead of the game with online marketing, and simple tips, tricks, links and updates on upcoming Bizzy webinars, special offers or one-off deals, relationships with our trusted suppliers. We do all of that in order to keep growing our list and keep connected with the people that matter most. Another thing you might want to try is being a sponsor. If you work with other business organizations, maybe having a table and sending out forms or brochures that have a list to subscribe to your newsletter, or even better, having an email sign-up form next to a big old jar of candy at a trade show is a great way to get additional contacts. Booking a speaking engagement is also fantastic. Surprise, surprise, that's what BizzyWeb's doing right now. We're out and about at least twice a week at BizzyWeb to different places. Either Trygve Olsen or myself are out connecting. This is already my second event, and I've got one more this week. Would love to see you do the same. And if you have questions or want advice on that, again, just get a hold of me. Dave@BizzyWeb.com is a great way to get that content out. Or if you'd like to hear more or hear me talk about more, drop that in the comments of this Hangout, or send me a note at dave@bizzyweb.com. Using table tents is another fantastic way. If people are already sitting at the table, you've already got it in your menu, but you might also want to throw up a table tent that just says, want to stay involved? Click here, or follow this link. Make it super easy to type in. Maybe do a QR code if they're techie, add a text message if they're texty, but make your URL to sign up as short as humanly possible. I want to try an in-store raffle. In-store raffles are fantastic ways to reach out and connect. People love getting something for free or the options inside of that, but make sure that you're careful with the law on this raffle thing. Just consult with your attorney if you're going to do an externally facing raffle. Throw your business card in for a chance at X is one thing, but raffling off a prize is easy. Selling off raffle tickets, however, is very restricted and you need to be very careful. Running Facebook sweepstakes is another great way to do this. We already talked about Facebook pages, but there's also a tool inside of the promotional tool set inside of Constant Contact's Facebook app that will let you run Facebook sweepstakes. So it's a great way to reach out. And once you get people into that Facebook sweepstakes, they're already likers, they already have subscribed, start a loyalty program. Send out a card, do a punch card, do something, have your email sign-up form available on there. Maybe encourage and engage with your clients or visitors to sign up for that newsletter because they'll get tips and tricks towards trivia. And if you answer a trivia question right, we will give you some sort of a special prize. I want to try a birthday club. You probably know when your clients' birthdays are. If you're a walk-in kind of shop, that might not be the case, but there's nothing to say you can't have people jot their birthdays on the back of a business card and throw it in a fishbowl for more information. Then make sure to send them an email every birthday and give them a special deal or offer, or at least say happy birthday. Running a local deal is another great way to reach out. Again, Constant Contact does this automatically. You can run local deals right through Constant Contact. Super sweet and simple. If you're doing that, you're probably familiar with Groupon or Living Social. You can do that through this tool, through Constant Contact, for much, much less and at a much more favorable term than with other places. With Groupon or Living Social, you typically need to provide a 50% off deal or so. And then the little known fact is that Groupon or Living Social or other companies like that take an additional 50% of what's left. So if you have a product or service that you're providing that you are going to lose money on, even at 50%, and then you need to discount it an additional time, if you have a very successful group deal, it can put you out of business. I had a spa salon that did a Groupon, and they were very, very successful. They had 1,000 responses, but they lost $25 on every single response they got. That turned into $25,000 that they needed to find. They had it in their marketing budgets. They were lucky, but you need to be very, very careful to run a deal that's favorable on your terms, and using Constant Contact for that is a great way to do so. Ask when someone redeems an offer. So someone does respond to one of those surveys or grabs a coupon or another code. Great way to keep people up and connected is to offer them or ask them to keep in touch and to subscribe up for other information at that time. Don't be shy. Keep on asking. Offer a coupon on Facebook is another great way to do this. Again, Constant Contact makes this easy. You can do that without incurring any additional expenses if you use the right tools, and Constant Contact is that tool. Super simple, super easy. All you need to do is follow the instructions if you have a Email Plus account. Offer a piece of content. So white papers, enter your email address for a free white paper on and something that's incredibly important to your customers is a great way to connect up, whether it's a white paper, ebook, guide, podcast download, or some other incentive. Great ways to reach out and connect. So last one and final, number 60, offer an incentive to your employees. So you already have gone out to your family and friends. Why not ask your employees to do the same? Give them some sort of an incentive. Tell them that there's a prize for the employee who collects the most email addresses. Again, you want to make sure that you're clear that these need to be clean email addresses. You don't want them just going through phone books or scamming something or buying a list. And as a matter of fact, We didn't talk about that, but buying a list is generally, for most businesses, a poor idea, because if you don't already have some sort of a relationship or some softer sell into getting people to subscribe to your newsletter, you're going to have a very difficult time getting people to subscribe. And worst case, you might alienate a number of folks or even get blacklisted by an ISP if you use an email list that you've purchased incorrectly. It's relatively trivial to buy a list of 10,000 or 10 million names, but if you start using that list incorrectly, or if you use it to ill effect, it could very much backfire against you. So there's the top 60. I'm going to go in, see if we have any other questions. We do not, so awesome. Let's get into the details here. I talked about Constant Contact a bunch already. There's one toolkit and one login that puts together everything that you need in one spot, whether you need newsletters and announcements, offers and promotions, feedback and surveys, or events and registrations. You can reach out to all of your audiences via Constant Contact, and it's very inexpensive. As a matter of fact, Constant Contact accounts for up to 500 folks cost $45 a month. It's inexpensive. This is the best marketing money you can spend. BizzyWeb was primarily attached with a different email marketing tool prior to Toolkit coming out. After Toolkit came out with all these extra things, it just leaped ahead of all of the competition as far as what you can get with a very simple investment. And if you do this right, you can actually grow your business by leaps and bounds. It's part of what we do in our Buzz Builders marketing services, and it's a great opportunity for you to market smarter, not harder, and to do as much as humanly possible all under one roof. Now time for question and answers. So as you come in, I will open this up to open questions. Please do submit a question. And if you do that, I'll take care of it. If there are no questions, we'll continue wrapping through. But I'm going to give you just a moment to think up questions about either building your list, Constant Contact, BizzyWeb products and services, or something that you've heard in the media. Whatever you want this time is about you. So go ahead and get a hold of us. In the meantime, if you do sign up for Constant Contact via the BizzyWeb.com/cc link before August 7th, we will give you a free email template. What that means is we're going to look at your website, and I'm going to have someone at Constant Contact Corporate. They have fantastic service, and their 800 number service is amazing, and it's a real person. But someone at Constant Contact will take your website and translate that into an email marketing template that matches your branding. This is a $200 deal, and it's free if you sign up via the BizzyWeb.com/cc. Told you it was cool, and that's why we work with Constant Contact. All right, summary. Remember, BizzyWeb does online marketing, of course, through our Buzz Builders programs, whether you need to promote your products and services, generate new leads, build more content and deepen relationships with your existing customers, or just optimize your website and your content for better results. We have programs that help you with all of those. Again, remember to join us every Wednesday, doing a Connect to Buy quarterly luncheon next week. And then we have an entire suite of great stuff coming up. And I'm actually going to skip over to that for a second as we look at our upcoming events for July. If I go over into August, because we're almost done with July, we have Engaging Headlines coming up on the 5th. B2B websites, what you need to know. B2C websites, what you need to know. E-commerce websites, what you need to know. And then we have some SCORE webinars coming up as well. So fantastic opportunities for you to grow your business. Deb says, you said how many links in a newsletter, or too many links in a newsletter can be bad, and how many? The key thing is that for a newsletter, I would probably shoot for 5 or less dedicated links, Deb. So if you have links in your emails, in your email newsletter, you can get away with more. But specifically, I was referring to your emails, period. So if you have emails and you have 10 links in your email signature at the bottom of your page, too many links in an email is a high is a high indicator of a spam message to Spam Assassin and other email filtering services. So I would keep your email signature to 2 or maybe 3 links at the most. BizzyWeb, when I used to send out emails, I used to have a link to my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my Pinterest, my homepage, my Contact Us page. was finding that sometimes my clients weren't getting my emails because my emails had too many links in them. So I shrank that down to one link that just links people right to the Stay in Touch link. And on that Stay in Touch link, I have all of those social media links. I also have a subscribe to our newsletter link on that page. And that's how I do it to take care of more. So you can have more links in an email newsletter because it's coming out directly from Constant Contact. But in your emails, in your email signature, I would try to keep those links, those email links, to less than 2 or 3. So hopefully that helps, Deb, and thank you very much for that question. If you have any more questions, I'd love to hear them. Again, finally, if you are up for that, there's another thing that I'd like you to check out. Go to BizzyWeb.com/buzz. And if you go to Buzz, let me open up that page quick. Inside of BizzyWeb.com/buzz, you can see our Buzz Report request form. This is an advanced form that we've created that actually dovetails into a dedicated tool that we have. If you enter in your website address, a keyword that you'd like to get found for, if you'd like, the URL of your competitor, and then your name and your email, we will give you a 10-page marketing analysis that'll go through your email marketing. It'll outline how well your website is looking as far as mobile responsiveness, and it'll tell you how well you're doing on your social media marketing versus your competitors if you want. Great tool, incredibly informative, and very, very helpful. It'll give you the tips that you need to know to build your business online. Again, I am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. So delighted to have you with us today. Again, as a reminder, here's how to reach me, either dave@BizzyWeb.com or dave.meyer, Facebook/BizzyWeb, or Twitter @BizzyWeb. Get a hold of us. We'd love to talk with you. And remember, at BizzyWeb, we help you generate buzz without getting stung. Thanks so very much. Have a fantastic week, and we'll talk to you next time.